What is going on, everybody? We are back with another review, and in this one, we were reviewing Two Twisted, Season 1, Episode 1, Story 2, and this story is called Finding Frank. This was directed by Jody Dwyer, written by Michael Brown, and the original air date was August 14th of 2006. Now, there is something that ties both episodes together, and this is a common thing throughout all of them. Aside from the guy in the cab in the beginning that's telling a story, this one, these two were tied together by a book. So in the first episode, the lady wrote a book, and it was sitting on her desk. And in the second episode, which is this one, that same book is in the main boss's shelves in his office, which we see later on in the episode. So, did want to bring that up. With that being said, so there is Frank, who is a security guard. Okay, I don't remember what the main guy's name is. Sorry, I'm writing down something. I don't remember what the main guy's name is. Dale or Dave or something like that. I mean, we're going to call him Dave. I could be wrong. I think it's Dave, though. I'm going to call his wife Donna. Dave and Donna. However, so Dave gets dropped off to work by his wife, Donna. She's kind of a jerk to him when he leaves to go inside, and he's a security guard. He works with Frank, and when he goes in, Frank is very well known to fuck with Dave a lot, cracking jokes on him, like pretending he was a robber that was going to kill him, and basically getting his nerves on edge for no reason. At some point, Frank goes on patrol and kind of cracks jokes through the cameras to Dave, and Dave doesn't very well find it funny. So eventually, cameras start to go black, and Frank starts panicking over the radio and talks about needing him to go to the warehouse and whatnot. So Dave starts going through all the office areas looking for Frank and asking him through the radio where he's at and hoping that he gets a response. And it comes through very sketchily, like it's breaking up in a way. So they go out, or he goes out, and as he's going through the offices, he runs across the janitor who's in the process of like robbing the office for office supplies to take home to the kids for them to, like, pens and pencils and markers and stuff like that. And Dave eventually, super panicked, stuttering over the radio and everything. And at one point, he goes into his boss's office, takes a drink of his boss's alcohol, and then proceeds to continue to start looking. He eventually approaches the office door, or the warehouse door, and he's got his gun pointed out, and he did load it in between the beginning and the end of the episode, and he charges through the door and immediately fires the gun. What looks like it's in a panic, and ends up killing his wife because they were throwing a surprise party for him. And then proceeded to make it seem like he was going to shoot himself out of feeling like he has nothing else to live for. So as he's sitting there, you kind of find out that the boss is really upset about about Dave's wife being killed. So they kind of play into the you're pretty sure it's Dave's boss that's sleeping with his wife. But Dave is finally talked down by Frank, and Frank says, it's my fault that it happened. I was playing, to keep you freaked out, hoping that the surprise, we were here to surprise you for your final day of work before you, and all this other stuff. And the cops eventually get there. They share their stories. Of course, the boss is super upset because he's like, I can't believe you killed her. And as he gets in, so the cops pretty much state that it was an accident, but they're going to take him down to the station for paperwork and to wrap things up. And as Dave gets into the cop car, something falls out of his hand or pocket onto the ground, and they drive off, at which point Frank picks up the piece of paper, and it says something along the lines of like surprise retirement party, whatever the date was. And that's when, and as they start driving away, you see Dave smile through the tears. Like, he doesn't full on cheese, but you can kind of see the smirk. And that's when you find out he knew about the surprise party. So he knew when he barged in, he was going to do something stupid. He knew who he was there to kill, his ex-wife now. I guess, it's his wife. And he knew that she was probably cheating on him with his boss. So on his last day of retirement, or on his first day of retirement, I guess his last day of work, he takes care of him. It was a good story. It was a little slower. I definitely leaned more towards there's something about Kiana as far as overall storytelling. But I still enjoyed this. This is still a nice 1-2 punch, and I am really looking forward to watching more of this show. I'm sad that it's only 10 episodes total, or 7 episodes total, which means it's only 14 stories. But you know what? At the same time, short and sweet, baby. Short and sweet. So with that being said, again, did enjoy it. Not as much as there's something about Kiana, but still really good. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.